What is up, good people? It's your man, Good Son, aka Uncle Paulie, aka your neighborhood friendly OG. And guess what? It's CHH Story time. I've been a Christian rap artist or gospel rap artist. CHH stands for Christian hip hop artist for over 20 years now. And I stand on the shoulders of some other people that came before us. And unbeknownst to a lot of people, Detroit has a rich history. I mean, as many know, as the gospel music capital with, the Clark family, Fred Hammond, Marvin Sapp. I mean, I can name so many people for Michigan and Detroit that they have a rich gospel heritage. But what a lot of people don't know is that Detroit is also a home for a huge Christian hip hop constituency, I guess, or at one point, maybe in the late 90s, early 2000s, Detroit was a huge hub and still is a big hub for Christian hip hop. And I am no exception to that rule. We came in maybe early 2000s, 2001, me and my partner, Amazing, shout out to Amazing. And I'm just prompted to do this story because my man Marcus Anthony, shout out Marcus Anthony, had put something in on Rapzilla, and they were asking who should be worthy of lifetime honors or so to speak, that kind of thing. And so salute to Marcus Anthony. And he said me and my man Convictor, Deshaun Williams. And I thought about it and I was like, wow, we've been doing this music. I've been doing this music for about 21 years and Convictor has been doing it for longer than that. And so I mean, that's pretty much, you could say that we've been at it for a long time and we still at it. We're some of the few of the older ones that still, got our nose to the grind and still doing music, albeit, it's not as much as we did before. Anyway, quick story, man. I remember back in about this might have been 2002, 2003, maybe even a little before that. There was a TV show that came on BET by the name of the Bobby Jones Gospel Hour. Bobby Jones is a pioneering, gospel music host and advocate, and he had a big group or whatever. And it was real big on the black gospel scene. It came on, tons of times. I can't remember exactly when, but Bobby Jones came on BET, came on Sundays, at a prime time right before you were about to go to church. I remember Bobby Jones gospel coming on, and but it was more so, black gospel. Up until that point, I can't remember seeing a ton of Christian rap artists on Bobby Jones. And so there was a group that we were connected with. The name of the group was called God's Army. And at the time, my man D, shout out to D, was our manager. And Miss Nicole knew someone in Nashville that was connected to God's Army. Connected to Bobby Jones, because God's Army went out there. And so we went through the process of submitting, I guess, videotape or whatever. And we were selected for what they called a artist retreat, new artist retreat. And basically what they would do is they would get all these new artists in this room, and then you would perform in front of other new artists. Now, the more seasoned acts, the more, the big acts, they would do a night concert in front of like the actual public. But us as the newer artists, we would, we did these workshops and all that, but then we also was able to do this performance. And they put the performance on national TV, on BET. And so, granted, at the time, there wasn't a ton of people doing Christian rap. And so we launched out, to do it. And we had, we were pretty diverse in the way that we did music. Check out, Amazing Good Son. We have a crazy catalog. But anyway, we ended up going to Nashville for this event. And again, if anybody know anything about Detroit, everybody and their mama sing in Detroit. There's tons of artists in Detroit, and so it takes a lot to impress, folks from the city. But at the same time, we were out here in Nashville, and it's the same. You're in a room full of artists, all trying to do the same thing. And so people that are artists, a lot of times it's hard to impress artists. Anyway, so it was our turn to come up. And before we went, we had this song that was going crazy here in Detroit. It's called Hold On. And my man Amazing wrote the song. It was about his grandmother, losing his grandmother and just being resilient in the Lord. And so the song was going crazy here in Detroit. And so going to Bobby Jones, we wanted to do something a little different, and so my man Mike Beaudre, God rest his soul, my man Mike Beaudre came up with a remix for the song, basically. And so the remix at the time, the stepping thing was a big thing. Again, there was nobody really doing that in, Christian hip hop. I don't know if Canton Jones' song was out yet. I'm not sure, but I know nobody in Christian hip hop was doing a whole lot of dance music. A lot of Christian hip hop was a little more East Coast, a little more hardcore. And so we had a kind of more melodic sound. So Mike Beaudre remixed this song, and it was like a stepper song. And we had this other song that was called Celebrate that had kind of like a Mediterranean, vibe to it. And we had it chopped up, and we went to Bobby Jones and we killed it, right? So much so that they put us on the commercial. Like when the commercial would air, people would say, we seen y'all on the commercial. I mean, we had the crowd rocking like everything. So we went and killed it with this remix of Hold On, right? And so at the same time we were there, now I could name this story, I might be tripping, right? So at the same time we were there with The Truth. And I don't want anybody to misconstrue. I love The Truth. I love his music. Huge fan of Cross Movement. It's not, competition, but again, this is one of those things back then. And I say that to say because a lot of times us as Detroit artists, and especially Christian hip, we don't get a lot of our just due. And I'm definitely, me and my man E, don't really get our just due, for the community and the music that we put out. And that's a whole nother story. But anyway, we do this song, Hold On. We're there with The Truth. Cross Movement Records must have sent him there, to get some publicity or some exposure, and so he comes and he kills it too. He does a song, I think it was more like a cappella, and he kills it. But at the same time, again, they were really known more for more East Coast, I mean, they might have had a couple of melodic records, but it wasn't anything like our record, right? And so we killed it, going Bobby Jones. I can't remember now. I think we got home and we recorded the song, the remix for the new album, for our National Anthems album. And I don't know how much longer we listen to the radio, we see something, and The Truth has a song with Donnie McClurkin. And guess what? It's a stepping song. It has the same type of groove to it. I'm thinking, nah, like, you know what I'm saying? And again, I might be tripping. God bless you, Maddie. God bless you. And it's the music business, so I ain't tripping. But I was like, wow, like how? What are the odds that he would have a song, in the same groove as the song that we had just did at Bobby Jones, and he was there at Bobby Jones. Somebody tagged The Truth. Look, maybe I'm tripping. Like I said, maybe they had the song in the works already. I don't know, but it was just coincidental that we were there together at Bobby Jones, and we did this song with the Steppers groove. And next thing I know, not too long after, he has a song with Donnie McClurkin with the same type of groove to it. But you know what? That's a lesson, to the artist. You recording music, man, don't sit on that music. Don't sit on it. Look, do everything you can to promote it and put it out there. Don't sit on it, because if you do, somebody else gonna do it, or you might have an idea. Like I say, we thought it was a original idea, and somebody else did it, and it was like, wow, like, but we just thought it was coincidental because we were in the same place, and again, we were the only. I think him and us were the only Christian rappers there, and our song was that kind of song, right? And so, again, man, love The Truth. Shout out to The Truth. But hey, like I said, I might be tripping, but there we go. But that's, yeah, CHH Stories, man. And so we've been here 20 years, man, almost 21 years. I would like to say shout out to Dr. Deborah Smith Pollard, who's always been an advocate of ours. She's always played, amazing and good son music, even good son music, when it fit her format. And that's a whole nother rant. I ain't gonna get on that, but artists, you have to know, who you're submitting music to, and what their format is. But look, it's your man OG, good son, Uncle Paulie, and we signing off, man. That was CHH Stories. God bless.